This is a fascinating boat. This was originally a commission from a gentleman who wanted the ultimate wakeboarding day boat. It's built by Cockwells, who build custom-built boats as well as production boats. They build these Duchies like this Duchy 35 here. We've got a full tour of one of those on the channel. This is a Duchy Sport. It's about 35 foot long, and in fact, having built this one, they've already had an order for another one, and they've got all the tooling for this, so this is actually going into production. So if you want one of these, they'll build you one. It's a really cool looking boat, and the idea is that rather than the usual sort of flash looking wake boats, this is designed to look a lot more classic, a lot more subtle, kind of to riff off the Duchy style like we've got here, but in a day boat. So we're going to step on board and give you the full tour of this one. And it starts right back here at the bathing platform, because if we look underneath this one, so the idea of this is somewhere for your wakeboards, or indeed whatever else you want to put on here. So you want to put inflatable paddle boards, whatever else, that is a very useful spot to tuck them away. And we'll head on forward. This is nice. You've got the sun pads that are just level as you'd expect along here. However, you can drop the centre like this. It makes it very comfortable to sit in, and it means that when the boat's running, if you're just lying there watching the guys wakeboarding on the back, that's a lovely place to sit yourself in and enjoy the ride. These swivel in both directions, so if you want that the other way, and that drops over like that, and you've got forward-facing seating, of course you can do exactly the same on this side. And then if we come up forward again, we've got the big hard top here. The owner of this one is actually keeping this in the south coast of the UK, but it has actually been spec'd so it can go to the Med as well if they want to. So it's got air conditioning and heating, for example. But it's a lovely looking thing. So you've got this seating area underneath the hard top. This chap here is a sink and a little hob. Again, owner specification. You can have that if you want, or not if you don't. And then I think what we'll do is we'll head forward first of all, take a look at the business end. So this is triple helm seats across here. You've got the lift bolsters, of course, like so, and the helm position here. Throttles are here. We'll talk about engines and things. This is interesting because you've got navigation on this screen, but this one is a custom-made operating system for the boat. And the one we've got it on here is giving us ballast tanks, so you can put water into these tanks, sink the boat down, create bigger wash. So when you're wake surfing, you can adjust that. You can even adjust it on the fly. We can go into this, then you can go into other gauges, for example, that are on here. So tank gauges, battery status, all that kind of stuff. You can come out of there. You can go into lighting, for example. So that operates the whole boat, but you can also link from your iPad or your iPhone into that and control all of this stuff from your phone. The other thing that we've got here is tracks built into here. It allows you to link up to here with canopies so that you can enclose this. So if you're out and the weather turns, or it's just not such a nice day, then you can have this as an enclosed helm position just here. You've got the carbon fibre rails about the place. These are nice. There's a big stereo system, so you've got speakers here, but also a big subwoofer down here. There's a fridge here as well. And also, in fact, you'll see there's a fridge right back there next to that speaker. And then if we come on down, there's a sliding door across here. And then you've got this internal area. It's not really designed for sleeping on at all. It is just a day boat. There is a drop table, so you could kind of drop that down, I guess, and fill it and make that into a sleeping area if you wanted. But that was never the idea for this one, and the owner of this particular boat never wants to sleep on it. And in fact, the owner of number 2 as well apparently is moving from a cruiser, having realised that they never ever sleep on the boat. They wanted something that's more cockpit orientated, so this is perfect for them. It's got some funky lighting in underneath here. That is controlled by this little chap here, which means that you can select the colours and the intensity and so on. And that, I have one of those on my own boat, Smuggler's Blues 2, exactly the same. That's the only similarity though, sadly. Still, it's nice to see. It's hatch overhead, as you can see. There is a toilet here, again with all the sort of funky lighting. They've made this quite big because it is a wakeboarding boat. People want to come down here after they've been in the water and shower off. So there's plenty of space and a shower that pulls out of here like this, and then that clips in up here. So that is the cabin. Not a great deal to show you here. I'm going to show you this though, because this is the controls for your air conditioning and your heating. It's a very well spec'd boat, and then you've got bits of storage about the place. There's a hanging rail in there, for example, and so forth. So that is the cabin. It's full standing headroom in here. As I say, you've got to think of this really as just a big speedboat, because that's exactly what the owner wanted, and that's exactly what this is. A big ultimate day boat, speedboat, wake boat for somebody who wants something that's a little bit special, and this certainly is. Let's take a wander around the deck. So we can come round here. You've got these carbon fibre grab handles everywhere. This is all artificial teak here, and so is this, so it's all very low maintenance, but it looks kind of classic and stylish. Hardtop is here. These carbon fibre rails again on the top, and if we come on up here, big sunbathing area, and then all this lovely sort of cappings and bulwarks and so forth. Very similar in many respects to the Duchy 35. This is what I was saying right at the beginning. It's designed to riff off of this style of boat, not be a super flash speedboat, but do something that's a little bit more charming, a little bit more of a gentleman's launch, shall we say. You've got these fair leads through here, so your ropes go on these cleats and then out through. Anchor locker is under the front here. And that's how she looks from here. Again, you can get the impression of that styling. It's a lovely looking shape. Nice wide decks to wander around. And then if we come back here, you've got the Duchy Sport logos. You can see just there and on the side here. But yeah, that is the ultimate speedboat, isn't it? It's fantastic. Let's go and look at the engines. They're under here. We do have to remove the side sections of upholstery on both sides, which takes a couple of seconds, so I will magic those away using some video editing. Here we go. So these are a pair of Yanmar 370 horsepower diesel engines, and they're giving the boat about 43 knots flat out, so she'll cruise therefore at about 30 very comfortably, and at that kind of speed you're going to get about 300 miles of range. But once that hatches up, that is a nice, very get-at-able engine room. Excellent. Let's magic that back down. And there we go, back in place again. That's amazing, isn't it? Let's go and wander up to the bow and finish off. There we go. I'm going to say huge thanks to Dave Cockwell of Cockwell's, who personally gave me a tour of this one. That was really kind of him. And huge thanks, of course, to you guys for watching. Let me know what you think of this one. It's something a little bit unique and a little bit different and a lot of fun. And we'll catch you on another one of these real soon. Take care. Bye-bye.